Because I was like, they might have that same seal that they had in Chicago, and they did.
For real?
I swear to God.
Nigga, you lucky as hell, nigga. That's major.
I was like, man. I keep on forgetting shit, though. Every time I bring my GoPro, man, I forget something because it's so small. I be thinking I could just grab that bitch and go and just...
Yeah.
Nah, that bitch got all type of attachments and shit.
That's crazy, because nigga was telling you in Chicago, like, you need to grab, like, at least 2 of them motherfuckers,
and I
though.
didn't go back in no Walgreens.
No, even though them hoes...
I'm
about to say, nigga, even though we seen about 1,000 of them hoes.
I ain't never seen that many Walgreens in my life, bro.
In such a close proximity, though.
Yeah.
That's what it is, though.
Yeah,
like, them motherfuckers was literally almost, like, maybe 2-3 blocks away from each other.
Yeah, that was a little weird. Plus, I seen a bunch of AMC movie theaters within, like, a few miles radius.
And that's all weird. Downtown Chicago.
Now, they downtown is huge.
It is. You know what I mean?
That shit was like enormous.
That's crazy. Depending on, what side you on. Cause remember, we kept going out on one side and hitting a certain way versus going out on the other side.
Yeah, and I remember that first day that we oh yeah, welcome to the J Matt Show. I'm J Matt. This is the J Matt Show. It's the homie Smoke.
No, it is.
Homie Q is here. We just recapping our trip to Chicago. I told y'all last week we was going to Chicago, so we just here chopping up about the Chicago trip.
Yeah,
what was I about to say before I did that? Before I had to introduce the show?
What we was just talking about, like the AMCs and shit being so close, the price.
Oh yeah, so we was walking. Well, I remember when we went to. So we basically got there and we was kicking it before we even got to the hotel.
Yeah.
So we walked out the hotel. How did we get to that one? I swear we must have turned a different block. We must have went down a different block.
For which?
Because I feel like all those bridges look the same going across the Riverwalk.
No, they did. Because they had, they kind of did, because they got about what? It's at least 4 or 5 of them that we went under, even under the boat trip. They all kind of look the same, just got like different names on this shit. But that was a certain way that we walked towards when we hit like you say to the left when we came out the hotel and shit.
Yeah. So Chicago was dope, man. Q was just talking about how y'all was in the studio.
Yeah.
And dudes was talking about how he liked to go on hood tours when he go out of town. When we was in Chicago, so we went for the taste of Chicago. We didn't end up doing nothing that had to do with the taste of Chicago.
We didn't even fuck with the taste at all, which is crazy.
It almost was like it was so much going on. Plus, it was my first time to the city. So I wanted to see as much of actually like the downtown area as possible, as opposed to like going out to the neighborhoods and shit. It's like I really wasn't trying to be in nobody's neighborhood, especially with all this shit going on. Y'all know the feds is finna move in permanently to Chicago.
I mean, it wouldn't surprise me.
Let's talk about it. Did y'all hear it? Let's talk about it for real. Like, since we went to Chicago and we had a good time, the whole time I'm there, I'm like, damn, this place, this city is known for straight up gang violence and killing. But just like as a tourist and just somebody downtown enjoying the city, you would never know that. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like while we was down there, we heard gunshots and we ain't hear nothing. We ain't hear really no sirens.
No.
So it's that dichotomy where it's like, all right, you got this element of the city, but then it's like you almost got to go out your way to be in the way of that element. Did that make sense?
To a certain degree. I almost feel like downtown should be a little safer. Like downtown Chicago.
It should be.
You know what I mean? Even downtown Cleveland. I mean, everybody's downtown has it.
Right.
You know what I mean? But you still a little safer down there in downtown.
Because the police presence.
I was just about to say the Justice Center is down there. You know what I mean? So
shit, we got a whole federal building downtown.
Exactly. So
it still don't stop the killing.
It don't, but it's not as frequent, should we say? It's not as it shouldn't be, at least.
You would hope it's not as frequent.
Exactly. Because even Detroit, real quick, Detroit's downtown is beautiful. But as soon as you leave that motherfucker, you go down the street, like that shit look like 30th. Like,
Detroit a different animal, man.
I'm just saying, but their downtown is nice though. It's very nice. We stayed down in we stayed in downtown. That shit is nice, but as soon as you leave that shit, it's like, whoa, where the fuck we at? And they sell liquor to 2 a.m. That's just all wrong. That's all different.
That line we was about to wait in the rain for some damn Garrett's popcorn was ridiculous.
For that popcorn, I
done had some good popcorn. I don't know if it's stand in the rain in the line good.
I can't say it is either though.
Y'all ain't never ordered it online? I don't think I ever had it at all, honestly.
If I did, I don't remember it. I won't lie. I don't think no popcorn is gonna really stand out to me that much. But like I say, it was literally raining outside, and it was a long line of people out there. I don't.
Ain't that the popcorn that they sell like fairs, like county fairs and shit like that? Garrett's pop, or is it just?
It might, but I know that what is the Chicago? They have those different style of popcorns though. I know this. Like, you know what I mean? That Chicago style. You get the Chicago style popcorn in Chicago.
Speaking of Chicago style, I did not get a Chicago dog, but
I
y'all
did.
had it. How did you like it?
It's alright.
Now it was from
hot dogs. Like
is it Portillo's or Portillo's? I'm gonna say Portillo.
Right. I don't know. I feel like it's the second one.
I'm gonna go with Portillo.
I'll go with the second one.
If you Google Portillo's in Chicago, it's like they say they have the best Chicago dog in Chicago.
I've never had one. That was my first time ever.
Okay, so you ain't got nothing to compare it to.
No, I can't compare it.
Because I'm about to say he just shitted on the Chicago dog.
It's alright. It's alright for real. I ain't half of it because I'm not big on hot dogs for real. I don't really fuck with hot dogs like that. You know, Cleveland's known for Polish boys. Don't get me wrong. I barely even fuck with them anymore because I didn't. You know what I'm saying? But it was cool. Like I said, it was a different experience. I never had one, but it was cool. I don't know. Shit, we had what else did we get? I got that the beef and cheddar croissant sandwich. That bitch was smacking with the hot peppers.
Anything on the croissant is good.
That bitch was smacking for real. So.
And I did have the Italian beef. I did make sure I got the Italian beef. I never had an Italian beef sandwich, and let me know Chicago's known for that, so I had to do that.
That shit was good.
And Portillo's, they said they got one of the best Italian beef sandwiches.
It was good. They were jumping though. It's a nice spot though. The whole it's almost an event. Like when you go in there, it's nice in there. And they
kind of got
food.
that TGIF Fridays vibe with all that eclectic shit that they got in there.
Even though a little bit better though, because Fridays is nice.
Yeah, it's way better.
Shit, they got 2 floors. Like that shit was very nice. And they sell, like I said, a lot of food. They don't just sell dogs. They got ribs, chicken sandwiches,
and the
all type of shit.
line was crazy. Like when we walked in, we had to like walk around and get in line. The line was wrapped around like where the tables was at. So.
Hey, your wife was on it. Like I feel like people trying to cut. Because you got it was 2 ways to come in with the spinning door because it was right there where people were in line at. So a lot of people was going in through them spinning doors and kind of try to stand there. And people like the line is back here. You try to they like I thought no you got.
Nigga, you got all these hangry ass Negroes in line.
Exactly, yeah.
It wasn't going down. Then, dude, when we get up to the register, dude in front of us put in the order, and then the whole red cash register breaks. I'm like, they had to go get a knife to try to pry open the cash drawer. That shit was work. I'm like, it was a good extra 15 minutes in line.
Yeah, and it still worked out because y'all got y'all food right around that.
Yeah, we ain't ordered that much.
That shit worked out.
What else we did? We went to the Museum of Illusions, which was kind of like the Children's Museum in Cleveland, if you ever been there.
Definitely should have had kids with you.
Yeah.
Definitely.
It was not.
It was alright, but it was kid friendly. That's what I'm gonna say. Very kid friendly.
You know what it is? You know what gets people in the Museum of Illusions? I realized.
What is it?
The Instagram pictures. That's it, bro.
Damn, I didn't even see the IG.
That was it because it's them 2 exhibits where you could look. Where you could get one person look bigger than the other person.
Oh, right.
And it's literally
just crazy.
It's just a picture thing. So it's like those 2 things is the draw to the whole museum. But the rest of the shit in there is just like shit that you would, you know, them books of illusions that you would turn the page or you put on some different glasses and stare at a picture and it changed. That's what that shit was. All over the wall, like. And like instead of like art paintings and shit, you just walking by looking at different illusion shits. I'm like,
use your phone for this and it's gonna look like this type shit. People in there with their phones like, oh man, they right though.
Right. Oh look, it's moving.
Look crazy.
That motherfucker is moving.
Hold on.
or you just like start staring at this corner and then move your eyes slowly this way and then the motherfucker look like you doing jumping jacks or some dumb shit.
Yeah.
It was a little basic.
It was. I feel like it was more kid friendly though.
It was definitely for the kids.
That shit was kid friendly because the kids, I can see the kids like, oh boy, you know what I mean, all that shit like.
I was like way dizzy after a couple of them exhibits. I don't know about you, nigga. Like my hair, my equilibrium is off.
And we was turning though, shit. You know what I'm saying? Shit, we smoking. You know what I'm
Because that was a nice little walk. We did a lot of walking.
We did do a lot of walking. But it saved us money versus driving, because downtown, I feel like any downtown damn near, if you trying to park somewhere, is going to be crazy. Because even downtown Cleveland, they get you if they got something going on with $20 to $30 on parking.
And it seemed like all the parking there was event price.
Exactly.
Parking.
See, so yeah, we was like, you know what, we gonna walk.
Yeah. Seemed like everything started like $15.
We ate good, so we needed to walk.
Yeah, definitely needed to walk.
We ate good.
Yeah. And then the kicker of the trip was the sky deck.
What were we talking about? With the glass?
Oh, yeah. Nigga, so let me just be
Jay had that look. Jay wasn't on it.
I was scared. Jay
wasn't on it.
I'm scared of heights. I ain't got no shame in my I'm scared of heights. Like, to me, like, after the picture I took on the sky deck, I look at the picture of me and I get the chills looking at the picture.
Just looking at the picture?
I'm not on that shit. So, we get to the top of the sky deck. First off, we took, 4-5 elevators to get to the top?
We took about
4. I think it was 4 elevators to get to the 103rd floor.
And my wife ain't on them elevators. She I praise her. I she listen. Shout out to her. You did very good.
Yeah, she did good.
Very good for somebody who don't like it. Because like they said, they got smaller. The first one was like a big ass elevator.
It was like a freight elevator.
Yeah. And the second one was like a kind of a decent sized hotel. I feel like elevator.
Size, yeah.
After that, the next one was like got a little smaller. Like, wait a minute.
That last one we in it was like
yeah, a little tight.
That's when she put her mask on. She was like, it's little COVID-y in here.
I say, hold on. We're a little too close.
Little COVID-y.
Niggas ain't 6 feet in this.
No, it definitely wasn't no 6 feet, nigga. It wasn't even 6 inches in that motherfucker.
Hell no. They would have had to close that whole exhibit during quarantine, because nigga, you shoulder to shoulder. But anyway,
people in there though.
So something about this shit, man, makes me feel like it shouldn't even exist. You shouldn't be able to go to the 100 nothing floor, no
100 plus floor too,
and step outside the building into a glass or box, man. Yeah. And like that shit it didn't seem right, man. I'm like, what I say, nigga? Have y'all ever heard of wear and tear, nigga? When do y'all replace this shit? Do y'all fix it?
They gotta stay on that though, man. The glass is definitely thick, but it's just the fact that it's glass. You can see the bottom.
It's not actually. What is that shit that they call it? Is it fiberglass? It's not actually glass, but it's like.
You don't think that shit is glass?
No, it's like that thick. What's the shit they make?
Fiberglass is frail though. I'm like. Fiberglass, it's real frail.
A lot of have the wrong.
Vehicles are made out of fiberglass.
Like the windshield.
Shit, like vehicles themselves, like Saturns are made out of fiberglass.
That's why they don't make them bitches.
That's
how you get an accident, that bitch explode.
Yeah, I would know because I got in an accident with one. That's how I know they had fiberglass.
What he was talking about for a second.
Google it. I know you fried, but Google what the sky deck box is made out of.
That's crazy. That shit better be good.
I feel like it's something.
My thing is, how do they clean that glass on the outside? Because I know people who clean glass on downtown buildings, clean the outside of them. People, that's
window washers.
That's how
window washers.
That's how as fuck though. Like, how does that shit? Like, I don't even see how you like get up there.
So the tallest building in Chicago, the St. Regis building.
Right.
Did you see the window washers up there?
I didn't even peep that.
We was on the boat. It was before the sun kind of went down.
They had the window washers out there?
Window washers up on the fucking... They wasn't actually washing the windows, but you know the thing that they get lowered down?
Yeah, Yeah, nah. That take a special type of person.
Oh, man,
a special type of person to do that type of
man.
You don't say I commend y'all.
You different if you're a window washer. But yeah, the sky deck, I almost pissed myself. Shirley was high. So she was talking shit how this ain't nothing. Oh, it ain't nothing. It ain't nothing. Oh, it ain't bad. It's fun. And then when we get to step out onto the thing, she looking at me like, oh my God, I'm scared. Because she was high. Weird. You better be scared. And then when she got on the thing, of course, she got all.
It was weird looking. I remember when we got on, he was like, man, look, I'm not looking up. Small, I'm not looking down. I'm like, dude, you're going to have to look down. I was shaking, bro. I'm like, you're going to have to look down, though.
I was shaking, bro. I didn't look down until the second time.
I was saying, you had to look down, though.
Man, that shit, like, I would definitely like recommend it as an experience if you go on the street.
Well, yeah, it was definitely a crazy experience.
I don't think
if you're scared of heights, I wouldn't suggest it, but still do it because you're safe. It's not a roller coaster.
Try it.
You know what I mean? But you could
try it.
You'll enjoy it.
Try it.
I suggest don't buy the pictures though. They getting over with them pictures.
Yeah, that's like them roller coaster pictures.
Right. They wanted like $30-something for like 2 or 3 pictures. Like, swear. Yeah. You better be like, I ain't pull my phone out and take a picture of it.
That was wild. All right, so before we get off Chicago, we was talking about the city in the beginning, but this story just came out. Oh yeah, I mentioned how the feds is finna move into Chicago and start, trying to help out with the rise in the violence there, because apparently, man, a lot of kids have been getting hit in these crossfire in Chicago. And there was a special that came across, like suggested on my YouTube. Mm-hmm. I couldn't watch it because it looked like it was just about to give me a bad day.
It was footage?
It was just, someone did a story on all the recent children that have been victims of gun violence in Chicago. Mm-hmm. And it was just like documenting they journeys from the time they got shot to recovery. And man, it was kids in wheelchairs, paralyzed. Like, it was bad. I'm like, this shit is sad.
I ain't watching that.
So, I guess a few days ago while we was out there, 2-year-old got shot. Somebody hopped out and ran up on a man while he was with his 2-year-old. Sprayed him down.
That's all right.
And the most recent thing that is crazy, which I want to get y'all take on, because this is crazy. This is like some shit out of a movie. A rapper in Chicago, don't have his name, but he got let out of jail a couple days ago. And in front of the jail, this nigga gets shot up 60 plus times.
Yeah, I read that story.
In front of the county jail. Yeah. Now, here's the thing. As sad as it is, and unbelievable as you could get lit up that many times in front of a county jail, the coverage of the story is more of the police talking about the fact that he shouldn't have been let out of jail because he's such a violent criminal. And I'm trying to figure out, how is that the story as opposed to y'all trying to figure out who killed this man?
They don't really care who killed him.
Clearly, but just to like the balls and the audacity to go out and say it in the news, like do a press release and not say nothing about trying to apprehend who did it, but clearly to be like, hey, it's a flaw in our justice system here because our judges are letting out violent criminals, violent repeat offenders, and giving them ankle monitors and shit. Like, why is that the story?
Well, it's all in the wording. Because what you just said, it was worded very well. That was translation. We don't care. Yeah. That's translation, shit. Probably shouldn't let them out, but oh well, like, who cares? You know what I mean? That's the translation that I got from that. Because I don't, like you say, you don't know dude's name. You don't even know the situation. If he got here right there, clearly niggas knew this nigga was getting out. I don't know what the nigga did. I don't know who he told on. I don't know what the hell happened. Obviously, somebody knew what time it was. Like, we taking this nigga out, and it happened.
Allegedly, he had some bodies in the streets, but I would say that's kind of like a given if you get lit up that many times. Like, that's some revenge shit.
Right, clearly.
They
literally knew.
Yeah, you knew
shit,
when you was
it almost out. Shit. Somebody who you thought you was cool with might have even tipped somebody else because as soon as you get out, come on now. Come on now, might be a friend, my nigga.
Talking about that off camera.
Shit.
But that's the other thing I'm tripping on is that how do you get away after letting 60 some shots is a lot in front of a jail. A jail is supposed to have like security. You're supposed to have guards outside the jail and inside the jail.
Are they outside? I feel like they right there just to let you out. Make sure you get out.
It's like them niggas don't leave the premises.
No, for real. They open that. Once that one gate opens, there's nobody to walk you out that bitch. Like, nigga, you're walking out by yourself. So
they not the police at that point. They are the county correctional system.
Call the police.
Yeah, once you leave these doors, Chicago PD.
Yes, exactly.
That's a good point.
Exactly.
That's a good point. Damn, that's fucked up.
They don't get walked out.
Because you're right. Because at downtown at Justice Center, like, they know, like, if you it might be a patrol car outside just, you know, doing some traffic patrol shit, but if he ain't there, then
they letting you out.
Then you just out there.
And even like you say, in Nash County, the county, but in
Cook
a prison,
County, Cook County, yeah.
A prison where they literally let you going through multiple doors and they let you out a whole gate. Man, that last gate, they letting you be. Hopefully your ride coming to pick you up or whoever. Shit. Shout out to Chicago, boy. This expensive ass weed from there too. This shit right here. I paid taxes for y'all. Shout out to them. Premium cannabis. Yeah, damn it.
Which one was it?
Shit, these.
We smoked that watermelon shit, right?
That's right here.
That shit was good.
Yeah.
That shit was pretty good. Did you try all of them?
Nah, these ain't even open.
Okay.
Shit, I spent too much money on.
While we still talking about gun violence, let's get the rest of the gun violence shit out the way. Let me check. Do I got any more violence on here?
No, man.
Let's get the violence shit out the way. Violence, no violence. All right, here we go. Did y'all hear about the assassination of the Haiti president?
I heard about
the Haitian president, I should say, or the president of Haiti, however you say it.
Yeah.
Without getting into these articles because I don't like reading headlines and shit. All this shit is Googleable.
All this shit is,
you could Google all this shit.
I'm rolling with you, so.
But the Haitian president got assassinated, and we probably should read some of them details because they fucked him up. Did you hear about how many times he got shot? And
no, because I don't be looking into that type of shit. I'm not gonna lie. I don't watch that shit or listen to that type of shit.
Let me get it because it's important. Yeah. Let me get it because they did him dirty.
Shit man. Here.
They did him dirty.
Probably was somebody black who did it too.
It wasn't.
Somebody white did it.
Oh man, now I gotta read this shit. Bruh. This shit is some scary shit. This is like shit. This shit that's like movies is made out of, man. That espionage, like 007, SEAL Team 6 type shit, go kill Osama type missions. That's what this shit is. I'm telling you, man.
It's a go kill Osama.
So this is from CNN. This is a CNN article. A wild chase followed the assassination of Haiti's president. So apparently it happened in broad daylight.
Right.
It was a group of men. Let me see here. The plot to kill Haiti's president spanned multiple countries and involved highly experienced former military officers and months of planning.
All right.
The primary suspects in the case appear to have been unprepared for their fierce pursuit by the Haitian 40. The Haitian president's body was found riddled with bullet holes. He suffered a broken leg and serious facial injuries. So they went to town on his ass, even after they shot him.
They ain't supposed to.
Now, the rest of the article I'm not gonna read, but they suspect Spanish-speaking people to have carried out the hit.
And what gives them that suspicion, though? Or is it just to point a finger so we can just look in that direction?
They heard a couple of the gunmen speaking. It's happened in the daytime, so it was witnesses, which is why they was able to pursue him. But here's the I guess the bigger point is why the fuck this world can't leave Haiti alone, man? Ever since the Haitian Revolution, this whole world been on Haiti's neck. They won't let these people live, man. It's almost like one of those situations where they want it's sore loser shit. I feel like that's what it is. The Europeans, the French motherfuckers who lost is sore losers. Because it's the only time in history that we can not the only time, but it's the most well documented slave revolt in world history, where the slaves actually fought back, won, and took back control of their country. I don't think that story exist nowhere else in the world.
It doesn't.
So I feel like ever since they lost to their own slaves, they've been like hell bent on destroying that country and making sure that the people never ever feel like they liberated. That's
a good way to put it. I won't disagree with that.
Y'all would know better than I. I don't know, cause this is the first thing I've noticed about Haiti. Anything other than the past has been like Haiti is a bottom-wise country.
So it don't get no love.
Yeah.
Hussein Bo don't. He all about Haiti too.
You from Haiti?
Who?
You saying?
Yeah, Hussein.
Yeah.
He all about Haiti.
I thought is he from Haiti and just represent Jamaica, or I thought he was Jamaican.
I don't know.
Like I thought he was talking.
I
could be wrong again, but I feel like he was talking shit about like everything he's gonna do it's gonna be for Haiti. Like he wants to bring money there.
Oh, that's good. So he on some philanthropy.
Yeah.
That's good though, because Haiti ain't got shit.
Right, and that's what I'm saying. He knows that, so he can, you know what I mean. He can bring that there.
What's up? Oh yeah, let me get that.
What up?
Mm-hmm. Oh, the Haitian. It was rumored that the Haitian president. I don't know if this is the reason why they want to assassinate and get rid of him, but usually it's of course it's politics.
Of course, hell yeah. What's the rumor?
I heard
to hear what it is.
I heard that he wasn't trying to promote vaccination.
Oh, I knew he was gonna say that. No, he was.
So the whole country was open. They never quarantined. They never followed the rest of the rules of the world when it came to, you know what I'm saying?
COVID protocol.
Yeah. He was like, nah, fuck that. We're not worried about that shit.
Yeah.
And
one of them.
And he was like, no, we're not taking the vaccine. I'm not enforcing this on my people. We're gonna operate the way that we operate, right. And that's it.
That's almost like some Snowfall shit we watched earlier when Teddy, the character, he said to Franklin, we had to move someone out of this position to put someone in so that way we can have shit go our way. And I mean,
that's how it go.
Yeah, it has to go that way. When you disagree with that, you're not trying to follow suit. It's like, well, all right, listen.
Same thing they did with Gaddafi.
We gotta get him out the way.
Same thing they did with Gaddafi.
Do that, right?
So when it comes to this, kind of goes to what we was talking about earlier when I stopped over here. We was talking about like world power.
Yeah.
When you have the idea that you are the powerhouse in the world, and then you got like other countries that you in partnership with, and y'all got this agreed plan how y'all gonna move, and then you got some outlier rulers out there who ain't really joining into the fold, and they trying to disrupt shit and
change shit.
Yeah, they trying to like, this nigga plans is gonna completely fuck ours if we allow this nigga to keep moving. Like, we can't have this shit.
And how do we stop that?
That's the craziest thing to
Get this nigga out the way. No, right.
SEAL Team 6.
For real.
Navy SEALs. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucking Green Berets. Whoever the fuck the Delta Force, nigga.
Right, whatever you want to call them, right.
CIA.
And they'll label you a terrorist. You did all this bad shit, but they ain't saying nothing the shit that you was really, what you was really doing.
Cause they don't want to give
with it.
They don't want to give the warlords, quote unquote warlords or dictators credit, even though you disagree with how they running their country. They keeping shit in check over there.
Right.
So when they remove Saddam, look what the fuck. It's a clusterfuck now.
Yeah.
You might not have liked what the fuck he was doing, but he had that area of the fucking world in check. Cause they know what they ain't fuck with him.
Yeah, that's a good point. We do often try and put in our systems in place where it's not adequate to work when our system here doesn't even work.
Well, we big dog though. We trying to show these niggas like, we with the shits. Fuck what these niggas talk about.
So is that really just like, for instance, is that us in our own homeland imposing the system on us and then showing to the world, well, if the shit works here on these niggas, then it's gonna work here on you.
Yep, kinda.
Yeah, well, I was about to say,
kinda,
That's fucking crazy.
Even though we took our system from somewhere else, it ain't really ours. It's just we kind of like made it dope. We made freedom look cool. Even though it's like not really freedom, but it's the coolest.
It's
like the coolest version of freedom that the world has seen.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We're
That's
not really free, but our version of free is way doper than a lot of the rest of the world.
Because you look at the other world, like shit, they be going against their government when they get mad at the government. Like people be out there, people will sacrifice their life, but they'll take over us here. Shit,
that's why
them niggas like I ain't fucking with these niggas. They know how to keep us in check. The government keeps their people us in check. We're not gonna go against that.
That's why that when they stormed the Capitol, it's an unpopular opinion, but for me, I was like, that's refreshing to see. It was refreshing to see citizens. You can say whatever the fuck you want about the people that was there, but they had balls enough to go do shit. They wasn't protesting and marching, waving no picket signs. Did you see? You see? You saw flags out there. You saw some signs.
White folks.
You saw some signs.
Shit.
But they took it to a different type of level, and they took it to the level that you was kind of speaking of when you go to these other countries. Where the government be suppressing them or like trying to deny their rights, and then they take it to the streets and start tearing shit up.
Hell yeah, them people will take over that shit. They'll make people step down because the people be so involved with that shit. Like we want them out, the chief or whoever or whatever. Yeah. We not doing that, man.
No, we don't. We're not doing records like that because we domesticated animals, damn near. We like domesticated.
Ain't nobody trying to sacrifice it. Like, nigga, we got too much going on. You know what I mean? We working. We got shit, nigga.
Remember that? Remember I told y'all that tiger got loose in Houston?
Yeah.
It was a fucking real life tiger, right? But the owner came out and grabbed the tiger and hit him on the nose. Yeah. And the tiger don't even know he a tiger. And he just walked back in the house with his owner. But he's a fucking tiger. You tear this whole shit up. That's kind of how we is as black folks in this country, man. We domesticated tigers.
For real. That's well put. I'll take that also.
Like, nigga, we'll tear this whole motherfucker up if we really put our minds to it.
If the unity was there like that.
Yeah, if we remember who we are.
Right.
Shit. But
that's what they scared of.
Yeah, but we've been in this shit so long, and we've been so accustomed to being at the bottom, and then taking a couple of handouts like Juneteenth to fucking...
Black Falcon.
You see what I'm saying? We get these little handouts like Obama for 8 years. And niggas think
like,
shit cool.
Just take this. Yeah. Quiet on it. Yeah, the Juneteenth really got me.
That shit was
I give Obama shit. I feel like shit was so fucked that like, we could give black man this shit. But that Juneteenth, they definitely just threw that at us like, all right.
Fast too.
Wire these niggas up real quick here.
Fast.
Cause you couldn't even prep for this shit in case. Oh,
no.
I done heard niggas say, hey, next year, Juneteenth, we going out. Like, I know.
We gonna have fireworks and shit.
Juneteenth gonna be different next year because they can plan for it, nigga.
Nah. Niggas having fish fries.
Coordinated. Niggas gonna be in dashikis, nigga. Like, niggas gonna be
not
real.
the African garb.
Nigga, for real. It's about to be real. Watch your timeline.
Oh, my God.
Watch him. For real,
man. That shit is amazing, man. I swear, man, this country is off the.
They threw it fast too, so fast.
Man, do I got all the? I think I got all the violent shit out the way, and we'll hit a break. All right.
Excuse me.
You know what? Let's go here. This is actually something I came across maybe a week or two ago, and the first time I saw it was on my Explore page on the gram. Mm-hmm. On my Explore page on the gram, I seen, so you know my shit is all automatically set to just BBWs and just thick ass bitches with fat asses and titties.
Not mad at that.
And that's all my Instagram Explore page shows me. It's not my fault.
It's not yours, it's Instagram.
So there was, and you know how on the Explore page you'll have like the smaller thumbnails and then you have one big one?
Yeah.
All right, so in this big one was Drake and LeBron at a high school game. And the camera was clearly somebody in the audience zooming in on them. Mm-hmm. They cheering at the game. Mm-hmm. And then there was this thick ass, tall, light skinned chick that was in the frame with this fat ass. Where she was talking about, nigga. And so I'm on my Explore page and I'm reading the caption on this picture, on this video. And they like, oh, Drake and LeBron cheering at. But I'm like, who's that bitch? Like, right. I feel like that bitch is the reason why Drake is there. Yeah. Nobody said nothing else about it, or at least I didn't hear nothing about it. And then I started hearing some stories. So, Drake coming out with his album Certified Lover Boy.
I didn't know that, but okay.
So he does. Highly anticipated album. And I don't know if he doing like some press run shit or if he just doing some Certified Lover Boy shit. But this nigga rented out the Dodger Stadium to take old girl from the Instagram video on a date. Apparently, what? Go ahead.
He also was in a famous GIF with her son.
Gotcha. So we got these things going on, right? Mm-hmm. He had a high school basketball game. Badass bitches in the frame. Nobody knows who she is. A week or two later, somebody flies over in a helicopter over Dodger Stadium. Look down. Oh my God, that's Drake.
Not in a helicopter.
He's having
TMZ shit.
He's having a date on like the first baseline of the Dodger Stadium field. Big old white tablecloth set up.
On first base? Fam.
Nobody. Empty stadium. Yeah. Rented out the whole shit.
Got it. Shit. Yeah.
Couple things here. This is, I swear, man. This motherfuckers with money trip me out.
I can see why.
First thing. Drake is smashing high school players' mom.
That's what I said too. I'm like, bro.
Right? Okay, so Drake out here playing stepdaddy for a up-and-coming basketball player. Right?
Hopefully she in some purse from that shit.
She is.
Now,
his mom need to be
whether or not this nigga is like dating her for real or if he just using her for the time being or his promo run, I don't know what he doing. But my thought is she's not famous. She's regular. She got a son in high school. So the baby daddy is probably somebody that is talented because unless he get all her talent from mama. And Drake, one of the most famous rappers in the world of all time, arguably, is renting out a professional baseball stadium to wine and dine a chick that he could probably just pull up on her and be like, hey, I want to take you to get something to eat.
Drake is light skinned.
So that's light skinned vibes?
He's dramatic. Yeah. He had to be dramatic about all I'm saying.
Yeah.
He didn't have to do all that, but he had to be dramatic. That a wow. Oh my God. He did all this.
This girl's a television personality and a former model.
Oh, see?
So all right, so this is where I'm torn. See? I don't know if he's just doing it to be overboard or if this is a part of like his album.
Why wouldn't it be
rollout?
Why wouldn't it be both?
True.
I think it's both.
Yeah, why wouldn't it be both?
Because if he's into the whole lover boy thing, like you rent out a whole stadium for a date with this girl.
Doesn't that go with the name? It's called what? Lover Boy?
Certified Lover Boy.
God damn, you called it. I feel like shit. That makes sense.
I just feel like that's a little, all right, I guess what I'm trying to say is if it was me and you just the mom of a high school basketball player and a TV person, like you're just a local chick, I'm not pulling out all the stops for you unless I'm trying to make you like the one.
It makes sense, but that's not even pulling all the stops out for him.
Right, I guess.
That's nothing.
I guess.
That's nothing.
That's true too.
I guess.
That's nothing. He might know a friend. It's like, Drake, you want to like whatever. That's really nothing for him.
So it's like if you do that for a regular chick, what would you do if like you was dating like Rihanna or something? Like what the fuck do you do for Rihanna?
Well, you do some old more extravagant shit. You know what I mean? Right now, what he did. I'm not saying it's not extravagant.
Yeah, that's major.
I'm not saying it's not.
A whole stadium.
But Rihanna can do the same shit. So
right,
it's like,
that's what I'm saying. It's like, so what do you do for someone on that level?
It wouldn't be about that.
You
know what I mean? It would just be more so about like kicking it and being right.
Because she wouldn't be impressed.
Yeah,
I got you.
I can do the same.
That makes
shit.
sense.
We can do this shit every day.
Right.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
We try to be somewhere super low key without paparazzi type shit.
So he just basically rented out Dodger Stadium for old girl, just got the pussy extra squirty like.
Extra squirty. Think about her gram. Think about if she posted anything. Like, how does that look? You know what I'm saying?
That's all right. Major. So this made me think. What's some of the how far have you gone to get some pussy? Like what Can you think of something that you like where you went out of your way doing something outside the normal, above and beyond to impress a chick? Maybe you wasn't even trying to get some pussy. Of course you're trying to get some pussy. That's always the goal.
Stick with that one. I'm trying to.
So you're impressing them to get to that end goal. Like, you got one?
I got a good one.
What you did?
And it's a very bad one.
The worse, the better.
In a nail shop with a girl the whole day.
How many hours? You mean 8 hours, like a work shift?
Oh fuck.
So why was she in there for that? She ain't had no appointment?
Nah, she had a couple ones.
She was a walk-in?
She had a couple ones, but I was just sitting there chilling, chopping it up. Just wasting my day away, wasting away my youth.
Now, did you get the pussy?
Nope.
Fuck.
And that was the problem. Then, after a while, it clicked in. It was like, what the fuck am I doing? So it's like...
You didn't have anything to do, though.
Yeah, you didn't.
You had a lot of time on your hands.
Yeah, you was bored that day.
Because any nigga would have been like, shit, even after an hour or two, like, man, this bitch, I'm about to, all right, you ain't going nowhere. I'm about to, like, you know what I mean? I'm about to make this move. Like, I'll hit you up later. Man,
it's like that episode of Martin when
Which
she was going shoe shopping with her friend.
Oh,
and Martin was like, "No, fuck that.
With the dude.
What you want to do, baby? I go shoe shopping with you." Worst day of his life.
For real.
What can you think of? What can you think of, man? Where you
This,
just went above and beyond what you would normally do to get some pussy?
Ah, shit.
I know what I did.
I'm trying to think. It really wasn't nothing too outlandish. It was a whole process. Like, I never really was big on like sweating girls.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean. Like, there was a particular girl
checking up on
her.
them.
Like calling her like almost every day.
Yeah.
Like, well, not even just texting. We weren't even on that shit. But like literally like calling, like just calling to see what's up. And getting like the cold shoulder. Oh, I'm cool. Something. You know, I'm gonna call you right back. Like, oh, okay. I'll call back before she called back. So you know what I'm saying? Like, damn.
Just being extra.
You said you was going to call me back. I'm just checking, yo, man.
It's been 10 minutes.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? 10 minutes.
I would say that was like my extreme, was like just really hitting her up, trying to see what's good and just getting the cold shoulder from her. Because that, for me, was out the ordinary. I was more on, I get chose. I would, shit.
Yeah, you more laid back.
Yeah, so, yeah.
For me, one of the things I remember my parents, I was in like, remember that, you know, we went through them phases where
what phases
like
about?
Our fashion and shit changed, you know what I'm saying?
Oh,
remember we was doing like the franchise boys, the extra tall tees, and then
that was
the baggy
jeans.
Clothes. You know what I'm saying? We had the remember we went through that phase when niggas was wearing ski goggles.
I definitely
remember that shit?
I definitely remember.
So niggas was on jewelry heavy. So my parents bought me a ring. I was like, I want a ring. I want a fucking ring. So they bought me a gold ring with a black onyx in the middle of it. Right. I was proud of fucking this ring. I used to wear this ring all the time. So this is like 9th grade. They bought me this ring in like middle school, 8th grade, something like that. So I'm in like 9th grade. And I get the heights, man, and I'm like, oh shit, there's a lot of action in here. So, get cool with a chick. I'm like, man, she like, let's swap rings.
Not swap rings. She had a ring too. That's major, nigga.
Now I never wore her ring. Of course, it was a woman's ring, but I took her ring just as like a symbol. And I gave her my fucking ring that my parents bought me that I loved. Never seen it again. But I actually gave a chick my coveted black onyx
and that's why she
gold ring
too, because she knew your shit looked she like, let me get your shit. You take this one, my nigga.
Never seen that ring ever again, man.
She knew it too.
Yeah, that's man. Crazy. So that was the most extreme thing I think I've done in effort to get some pussy.
It's just good to hear that it happens while you're young.
Yeah.
Just let that happen while you're young.
I think when you older, you can definitely go through a lot more extremes.
Right, it will get definitely more extreme if you
get ugly, man. If you really try hard to get some pussy.
Go through that shit while you're younger.
Nah, man.
It won't be as bad when you look back like, I was young. That shit was bullshit. But you older, you ain't know.
Gifts cost a lot more nowadays, and these bitches, it's Instagram, social media, so nigga, you gonna fuck around and go broke.
Right.
Trying to keep up with these bitches to get some pussy.
They be like, here go my Cash App. Bitch, I don't need your Cash App. Yeah. You just randomly drop shit in their Cash App.
How you lead with your Cash App, bitch? You don't tell me your name?
Right. They will lead with that shit. Just in case you ain't know, my Cash App is
Hey, baby, what's your name? She like, Cash App, wet pussy.
Cash App, wet pussy. Well,
$sign WAP.
Hey, hold on.
WAP.
Hey, this me right here. I just added you right here.
Damn, bitch.
I just added you.
Is that your government?
I'm looking for wet pussy. Just added you.
What did your mama name you, bitch?
Real.
$sign Squirter 3000.
Oh my God! I just added you to Squirter 3000.
This nigga ever adding? He added them.
Added all y'all.
What's yours, baby girl? I didn't get yours. Pardon me.
What the fuck is going on?
That nigga said Squirter 3000 though. I'm like, wait, that sound like a machine, nigga. Hold on. I just got that new Squirter 3000, nigga, for real. I heard that bitch came out, nigga. You got that bitch already, like
Gushy 223.
This nigga,
like, damn, these bitches is forward. Some aggressive bitches.
No, that's real. Cash App be real.
Man, before I know I say we was gonna go on break. Before we do that though, we talking about some forward bitches. So you had, what was Jesus' parents' name?
Oh shit.
Mary and Joseph, right? Yeah. Was Joseph a bitch ass nigga? Would he be considered a bitch ass nigga in 2021?
Yes. He would.
What other nigga would allow his wife to tell him that she got pregnant by an angel? And then he'd be like, okay, I guess.
Nah,
angel?
I was pregnant by the Most High.
I was pregnant by the Most High.
The fuck made him the Most High then, though?
higher than him. So you are insignificant.
What if Joseph be like, man, bitch, just tell me, baby, was who's better, me or the Most High? Whose dick is bigger?
He never fucked her though.
First off,
he never fucked her.
If you
hold on, wait a second, huh?
He never fucked her.
Who?
Mary.
Joseph?
Mary, yeah, she was a virgin.
But you right?
I was about to say, if you calling the nigga the Most High, that's a cold nigga.
Came in, just
dropped
it off.
Shit.
He said, raise him for me.
Damn.
That's a cold nigga right there, though.
Who? Joseph or the Most High?
Clearly the Most High, nigga.
Coldest nigga around, boy.
Clearly, nigga, I ain't even put dick in it, bitch. You chose. Come on.
Damn.
Come on. She done
He
chose,
dropping
nigga.
babies off and they ain't paying child support. He got another nigga paying child support.
That's some cold shit right there.
Yeah, Joseph was a bitch ass nigga.
Yeah, I thought about that a while back.
He was a bitch ass nigga, man. You can't tell me that you didn't got dick down by spirit dick, and now I'm finna raise the baby. You know what time? You know what village we live in, bitch? These niggas gonna look at me like I'm fucking crazy.
Yeah, just like you should be looking at her crazy.
I was looking at him crazy when he never had sex with her. I'm like, why I see him
He did after the spirit dick.
Lying and shit.
After the Most High.
Fucking spirit dick. What's that? Oh my God.
After the Most High. After the Most High did what he did.
High. Oh my God. Why is he called the Most High?
Wait a second.
Wait a minute.
But after the Most High dropped off the seed.
The spirit dick. Not the seed with the spirit dick. Wait a minute. I tell you. I ain't with you already now. This nigga said spirit dick, man. He tried to oversee. Wait a minute. How do you... What's going on? He won't stop laughing.
That's what I
My face wet.
You know what it said? This nigga said.
So look,
nigga tried to see, though,
after the Most High after the Most High did what he did, then Joseph he dropped the seed because Jesus had a brother. His name James.
You sure?
Jesus had a brother, man. Nigga name is James.
That nigga's never brung up.
I think his name is James. But anyway, if I got it wrong, man, y'all Christians let me know. Drop it in the comments.
Right.
But
James has a couple names though, don't they? When you got the name James, you go.
You mean like if it's you William, your name Bill, big name Bill or something?
Yeah.
Like I don't know what
James
it is.
James can be Jimmy. I feel like.
I think it is Jim or Jimmy.
Yeah, James can be a couple names.
So I was also thinking, I'm like, oh, if people believe in all this stuff and like royalty, we were talking about earlier royalty and bloodlines. Then the real king of the world at this point until Jesus come back is his brother James. Next to kin.
Well, yeah.
So you got so if James was real, you should be able to follow the descendants from James all the way down to present day. You should, right?
I mean,
you
if you
should.
want to be technical.
If you want to be technical.
Yeah, you being technical. Yeah.
Because if you look at the Bible, they try to say that Jesus came from he's the descendant of King David.
Oh my God.
Right? So how the fuck he a descendant of King David? So that means either Joseph or Mary had to be a descendant of King David. So that means if them people was also real, then they have some motherfucking bloodline that should still be traced to today. But again, that goes back to that shit we were talking about earlier. You got to actually believe that this shit is real. You got to believe them people is real. Because if you could trace back, if you believe that royal people that's like in positions of royalty now somehow got some ancient ties to some shit that they was connected 2,000 years ago, then shit, it should be the same thing for the motherfuckers in the Bible. You would think.
I don't disagree with that.
You know what I'm saying? If you could trace a bloodline from who was the emperor around the time? Fuck, if they say Pontius Pilate was a real motherfucker, you should be able to trace his bloodline and see who the fuck is related to Pontius Pilate.
You should be able to. You're right. You talking about bloodline?
Yeah, if you talking about real people, that's how it works. Anyway, it's all the agenda behind everything. But yeah, Joseph was a bitch ass nigga. In 2021.
Bitch ass nigga.
He's a bitch ass nigga.
Bitch ass nigga.
I can't get jiggy with this shit.
What y'all expect him to do? What y'all expect him to do?
Joseph?
What you expect him to do? If your wife is a virgin and she's impregnated by God, oh my God, it's like, what do you then expect to do? What do you expect to do?
How do you follow that? How do you follow Spirit Dick?
I don't know.
You know the Spirit Dick is gonna fill her all the way up.
Man.
I was just about to say.
Bitch, that wasn't no Spirit
Dick. And that's her
Dick.
first time too, so.
You not about to call that shit Spirit Dick.
He Spirit Dicked her out.
No.
Hey, that was the first true version of being filled with the Holy Ghost.
Fuck out of here, bitch. I'm lying.
It definitely was.
What is this nigga's real name? Bitch, you not about to call this nigga the Most High, no Spirit Dick. No.
That gave a new meaning to being full of the Spirit.
Oh my goodness.
Anyway, man, with that being said, we're gonna take a break, man. We'll come back with more to J Matt Show, man.
Say what's cracking up.
Alhamdulillah, all praises due to Allah. My name is Michael Alexander. I'm from Cleveland, Ohio, born and raised, and I wrote this book in 2020. I've been in the street game. I talk the talk and walk the walk. I rolled the dice and I paid the price. This is a must-read book because this book is geared for the unconscious and the naive, especially the at-risk youth. And all the youth are at risk. And this book shares the story of my life from when I was 5 years old, all the way up to all my trials and tribulations through my life, me being incarcerated, me living a fabulous life in the game. And I don't complain about the repercussions, but this book is a must read because it'll bring your awareness up. I took a lot of things for granted, and now as an OG, I must share my story with the youth and with anyone that wants to listen to my story, because I don't want my story to become your own. So if you want to support me, the son of a baller, I rolled the dice, I talk the talk, I walk the walk, I rolled the dice and I paid the price, and I want to share this with you. So please go out and purchase this book, The Son of a Baller. It's by Michael F. Alexander, which is my name. Everybody knows me as MJ. And I want to say thank you. Peace out.
HOF. A lot of people, they get it wrong, so I'm just gonna let you know what HOF really stands for. It's height of fame. We want everybody that we come in contact with to reach their own personal success. It's not about what the world says, it's not about what your friends say, it's not about what the next person do in the gym. It's all about your goals. No matter the sports, weight loss, muscle gain, whatever the case is, that's what we try to reach, your own height of fame. You know, my whole thing was always trying to reach out to kids, to youth, to help them understand that their fame is what they're chasing, nobody else's. And then I started thinking about the adults. And I'm like, you know what? This ain't gotta just be for kids. Some adults need that same training, that same mentality to know that when it gets tough, don't stop. Keep pushing through it.
We gotta bring that back. Only niggas round me is niggas I know got my back. I used to just react and never would I read and I read.
Everything that I do is life lessons. You might think that we come in here to train, but at the same time, I'm trying to give these kids, I'm trying to give my adults, I'm trying to give my peers life lessons. Last week, I had a client, he broke his ankle in school, jumping over trash cans. I guess he took his training a little too far. But when he got to the hospital, first thing that he asked his grandma, is Coach Hyde's coming to see him. It hit, you know, that shows impact. That's the main thing I'm looking for, is that I'm being impactful. If I'm not impacting their life in a positive way, there's no point in me doing this. It's not about the money, it's not about the fame. All it's about is results and impacting somebody else in a positive way.
Because my blessings, yeah, you try to block it. Looking at the signs and then I notice only your niggas think have money. Just some stash money, all money ain't bad money.
We always trying to build to the next opportunity to be great.
Remember they had passed on me. I remember I ain't had money. Just some stash money, all money ain't bad money. Fuck it, I'm a crash dummy. Remember they had passed on me and they laughed on me. Remember they had passed on me.
Height of fame strong, baby.
James, what's his name? Not James, but what's Jesus Daddy?
Jimmy.
Joseph. Joseph. I think he called him Jimmy. So we basically trying to figure out if Joseph was a bitch ass, if he would have been considered a bitch ass nigga in 2021.
Yeah.
Because my thing is, in 2021, would anyone believe if a woman came to you and said, "I'm pregnant, but I'm pregnant by God"? Would anyone believe that in 2021? And if you wouldn't believe it in 2021, why?
That's the dumbest shit you could say to me.
Yes.
Unless I'm a suck ass nigga.
Yes.
There's a lot of suck ass niggas out here, so it might work.
Are you trying to say that if you believe the original story that you a suck ass nigga?
No.
No, I'm fucking with you. You know I'm fucking with you.
No.
You a suck ass. Man,
Spirit dick is powerful.
Clearly, it got you pregnant, and like, no, you're not gonna call it spirit dick.
It gifted her the Most High.
You're not, you said what?
It gifted her the Most High.
No, Most High, spirit dick. I don't care what you.
She
call
was
it.
filled by the Most High.
Clearly, no.
She was filled up by the Holy Ghost.
No, oh my God.
So anyway,
No, that's some bullshit.
So all right. So we can kind of agree that nobody would believe that now. But what I'm trying to also figure out is, if you wouldn't believe that now, why is it that them stories from the ancient times and shit like that, how come if history repeats itself, we should have another Immaculate Conception story coming up soon?
We did.
Who was it?
Well, we talking about this off camera. The spirit dick was just another nigga. He sneaked in the tent and he fucked Mary and then
No, but I'm saying we should have another story like that coming up soon. Because all throughout history, there was more than one Immaculate Conception.
Oh my God.
So that's what I'm trying to say.
So what is
it should be another one coming up soon, but they fucked y'all over by saying no, Jesus coming back. So ain't no more spirit dick. Jesus was the last product of spirit dick.
First and the last.
That's
no, not the first, but maybe the last.
Maybe the last.
There was a lot of other spirit dick stories before Jesus.
Right. This shit is sad.
You gotta do your Googles.
This is sad.
So now that story leads me to segue to show me and my wife was watching. She introduced me to last night. It's on Netflix. It's called Sex Life. This is a good story.
This is a good storyline.
Now, it ain't nothing but fucking in this shit so far.
Right. I think I know what you're talking about.
I ain't never seen the same. Outside of my wife, I ain't never seen the same set of bare naked titties this much in my life. This lady show her titties every frame possible. I'm like, and I guess it's because they perky. They sit up. They look nice. So it's like we need to cast somebody with a nice set of perky titties, cause you gonna be nude this whole show.
I'm not mad at the perky titties though.
She's black.
No, I don't know. She white, right?
She white.
She a bunny.
Yeah. But anyway.
It's on Netflix.
So let me give you an idea, a little synopsis brief of what this show is about. Now, and I like it because of what the storyline is. So it's this chick who is a professional. She's like a psychologist or something like that, right? She goes to New York to like live her dreams, get a different type of vibe from what she was used to. So she moves to the big city, and then she wants to be adventurous. So she meets some guys.
Oh my God, I know the translations.
So she goes to the city, and it's like Sex in the City. She's like this promiscuous wild chick, right? And she letting it all loose in the city. She meets a dude.
Sorry, what?
She's fucking.
Yeah, she fucking. She loose.
She's fucking.
Yeah.
That's all I need. He worded that very well.
She meet a dude.
He's
a real successful dude. She has a one-night stand with him. Best sex she's had in her life, right?
That's far.
Fast forward 8 years, she's not with this dude. She's married to a guy that she met. She got 2 kids. Now, in the midst of this new life that she's living, she realizes that she's missing out on the exciting times that she had with this guy 8 years ago.
Was her husband perfect?
No.
Yeah, that was
He ain't
portrayed him as
perfect.
perfect.
He's not. Ain't nobody perfect.
Nobody's perfect, but.
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Okay, I know what you're talking about. Keep going.
Yeah.
My bad.
No, go ahead. Just go ahead, nigga.
You got to come back to. I don't know what you was getting at right there. But
I'm
anyway.
trying to see if he peeped it already.
So, are you trying to figure out before I finish, you asshole?
Yeah.
So the niggas, so her wife, I mean so her husband is now the polar opposite of the guy that she keeps thinking about and having this great time with. So I like it because it shows that like that contrasting lifestyle, whereas, and we gotta talk about this on the show, whereas you marry somebody, but you marry like the representative. You marry the person that they put in front of you. You don't know nothing about their history. You don't know about their past. Right. You're marrying the representative. You in love with the representative, but this motherfucker ain't showed you the real them. So fast forward, she gets to writing in her journal all about dude from 8 years ago. Details.
What?
Her new husband finds out this shit. So now from what I can see is the story is them trying to figure out how they gonna make it work with this new information that they finding out about each other. Like, she used to be a hoe. He ain't never been a hoe.
Right.
It sounds like the bitch still a hoe, but go ahead.
That's raps.
She's still a hoe.
She likes. He did.
He made a hoe. It's okay.
Well, but all right.
For him, it's okay.
Let me ask you a question. She may not have been a hoe, but she may have been someone who was very, very hypersexual.
Correct.
Oh shit!
Right.
Man, go with that.
He said that's a hoe.
I was about to say that bitch is a hoe. Whatever. That bitch is a hoe.
Still you stupid, man.
She like the fuck. It is what it is.
Okay, so yeah, so she likes to fuck, but she didn't go out and have a lot of one night stands though. That's the thing. That's why I'm saying I don't know if she qualifies as being a hoe.
That a one night stands don't make you just a hoe.
She didn't fuck a lot of. This is what I'm trying to tell you. She just keeps thinking about the one dude who gave her the best sexual experiences of her life.
Through our whole marriage?
What?
Like, she's been thinking about this dude through our whole marriage?
No, it just started. Like, once she had her second child, she started, like, shit, you not married. Shit gets mundane. When you married, shit get mundane, shit gets repetitive. Like, you literally got to figure out a way to make shit interesting. You see the same pair of naked titties your whole life. Dress them titties up so I get excited for the titties. I see the titties all the time. So it's that type of shit. Like, she's like, they have sex and the sex be boring. It don't be adventurous.
She's more sexually driven.
So here's a question for you. With that, I lay that little storyline out, the little synopsis of the shit, right? And then we talking about Mary Magdalene, right? And her past, or Jesus' mama. What if you in a situation where, and this could go to anybody. This is actually real life shit, which is why I like the story. You get married or you meet a chick, and you don't necessarily want to dig too deep into her past because you're just getting to know her, right? Or nobody reveals everything about themselves. You always
right away, definitely.
Yeah, you want to keep something to yourself because maybe the other person might not fully understand that aspect of your life or what you're going through at that point. You don't want to be judged,
right?
So you withhold some shit, and then when you become a little bit more comfortable, time passes, years go, you start revealing a little bit more, and then you realize that your wife used to love
gangbangs.
Mm-hmm. She used to just go to gangbang parties and, you know,
and do all that.
Yeah, she used
and
to
get
really
gangbang. Like, this bitch got about 8 dicks by her and shit.
How long we been married?
Huh?
How long we been married?
8 years. Just like the storyline.
8 years. I just deal with it.
Man, you is 8 years in.
Yeah. At that point, if we 8 years in, I just deal with it. I mean, you like to do that. That's the important part of it.
But what if you never knew?
Right.
And now you know.
She like to get gangbang.
And you
that's
never
a totally different.
And you was never really and you never even had a threesome.
Right.
Yeah. And she done had about 8 dicks.
Well, I'm saying, but you never even had a threesome.
Right.
And she done had all these experiences. How are you going to manage your way through that relationship going forward?
We gotta set up a gangbang.
So you would take your wife to a gangbang?
Nah.
Like, baby, let me see what you made of.
Like, damn, you used to go.
Like, you gonna have to prove this shit to me. I don't believe you, bitch.
You got to prove it. Right.
Show me what you're working with.
Real, hey.
Your wife going there, fucking gangbusters, nigga.
You being that bitch like, oh my God, you such a professional.
You looking at your wife like,
she's such a professional.
Right.
I never knew.
Never knew you liked some of that.
Well, hey, you know what? And so in not to give a part away, but in the show, this nigga was like, he's basically like, his ego is hurt. So he started doing all type of weird shit to try to live up to these great fantasy stories that he reading about in her journal. So he going out his way to do type of weird shit, but you could tell this nigga's not comfortable, like, cause it ain't him.
You out the ordinary, you out the norm, you out your
exactly. You can't keep. So it's like we at the point now. I don't know what we might be on, like 3rd show or 4th, but I can see like it's starting to set in with this nigga. He can't keep up.
Yeah, I know what show you talking about. Trust me.
You watched it?
Well, I watched some of it. I actually got the wife hip to it for a second. We started watching that shit cute when we was down here for a hot second. That's what you was alluding at one time. Okay. You know, just having to turn that shit on. Like, this is like what some freak shit.
Yeah.
It started off normal, like, and then it was like, hold on. Then she just went left. Like, this is how she feel. Yeah. And it was like, whoa, okay.
It was like that.
You know what I mean? So. I mean, I'm sure it's a lot of females like that too, though.
That's
you know,
what,
so
that's what I
know
thinking.
It's relevant. You know what I mean?
There's a lot of women out there with high sex drives that probably don't know how to express that shit to that whatever dude they with.
I just don't think that it's fair that you didn't kind of explain that to this nigga in that transition of you getting married though. If you meeting dudes, if you meeting a dude and you feeling, I feel like. Part of you getting married, you getting to know somebody. Not say you marry somebody, you don't know they whole 100% truth. Don't get me wrong.
You like gangbang.
But yeah, that type of shit. That's what I'm saying.
Hey, you could have told me that.
You would know from the sex though. You at least like she got to tell you some shit like I like.
You don't know from the sex.
Right, like
that is. So I don't know if you would know if she like gangbang.
You would have to. You would have to because it wouldn't be. If you think about it, it wouldn't be enough.
But you would know if she was.
It wouldn't be enough. It would not be enough. You been and gave her that one good pound, and then she want fingers in the ass. Like we about to get some toys. She want extra shit over here. You got all the holes filled. You got to put your fist in her fingers in her mouth and shit. Bitch, shut up. This bitch is nasty. One to sting, another to pink, and shit in the mouth. Like this bitch is nasty. Oh my god. This is why I'm a married, cause she nasty. Like, but you don't know how
nasty.
How nasty she is and how she got there.
So you saying now if you were a woman and that is how it is in the bedroom, instead of being super excited like, oh, I got a good one, you should also be thinking like, where did she get this from?
Yeah, no.
Oh,
we're talking. No, we're talking.
Easy taught me.
We're talking. Cause it's like, hold on, wait a minute. On one of them geek nights. One of them geek nights y'all fried, you bringing the geekness bring it out too. She do some shit, it's like, hold on, oh shit, this bitch, wait a minute.
You going to the bridge?
Hold on, right.
Going to the bridge?
She done went down here, hold on, whoa, hold on, shit. Man, you wake up the next day, you looking at her like, wait a minute, okay. Wait a minute. You was all the way left. You ain't never did that
like,
shit.
Was
Hold
this
on.
the first time?
For real.
But
no, it wasn't the way you did it. I know that was the first time because you took advantage of it. You was real aggressive.
I was vulnerable.
Right. You was real aggressive. That shit ain't never came out of you.
Like I'm new. Slow down.
Oh
bitch.
my God. Whoa. You is nasty. For real. No, that definitely ain't the first time, bitch. You've done this a few times.
Oh,
and
man.
they out there like that though. And for the dudes who go through that, who not even really experience they self and catch that kind of late from a chick that's more experienced than them, man.
Experience is good, but you gotta be you can't be insecure.
You can't. No. But for the ones who ain't, you ain't on that level. But if the chick is up here on her freak level and you down here, man, that nigga will be so in the dark, like he vulnerable and
he gonna be like, damn.
Talk about insecure. It was one part. I don't know if y'all got to that part where he was stalking. He actually found out where dude worked, like the dude his wife was writing about.
Oh.
He found this nigga, and he was on some stalker shit. This nigga followed him, right? At first he just wanted to talk to him and say what was up, right? So he followed
Why
him.
you want to say what's up, nigga?
Well, I said say what's up.
He wanted to say what's
up. He wanted to say what's up with you.
I want to
and
see
my
what
wife.
this nigga look like. He wanted to see that nigga. That's what that shit was.
Now speaking of, I look like pause. Let's pause ahead of time, because this nigga followed this nigga to the gym and went to the extremes of going to the showers. And this nigga,
he wanted to
seen this nigga.
He wanted to see.
He seen this Johnson. Bruh, they actually showed
this nigga meat and shit.
Fam, this nigga had a giant dog, right? So look,
that nigga was like, oh, shit.
Yes, her husband turned around in the shower. This nigga did like this. He said,
yeah,
what you expected, nigga?
And when they say on Soul Play, that nigga Kevin Hart told old boy,
this
like,
nigga yelled, he let out like a screech.
Yeah, oh yeah.
He let out like a moan, like, oh.
Oh, my wife getting
She's gone. She's gone.
Oh, he breaking her back.
Like, no wonder she writing about this nigga.
Yeah, he breaking her back.
This nigga's Bolo.
Glad he did the pause early.
Breaking her back.
Oh man, so yeah, that's I would say watch this series. I'm gonna finish it because it's getting to be a little interesting. I like the plot. I like the storyline. So
at the bottom I said just watch the chip at it. It's a little
another storyline. What the fuck is up with is Team USA basketball done?
I ain't even been watching that shit. I heard.
Is it done?
I'm not mad that they lost to who did they?
Games.
What was the first one though? They lost to like
Nigeria.
Man, shout out to Nigeria, nigga.
Nigeria got some ballers.
Right.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, shout out to Nigeria.
I'm not mad that they lost to the
What's his
nigga.
name is like number 2 in the country. They always give us work. The Aussies. Oh, they always.
Australia, because we lost to Australia.
Yeah, and they lost to Australia.
They nice. We might lose to them again. Shit, they nice.
But back to back though is a little.
It just go to show. It's good to see that it's more.
It's Americans. We relaxed and we lazy. We chilling, man. Shit ain't worth nothing. Oh, we ain't about to.
Yeah, I feel like that's kind of what is. I feel like the storyline with that is the rest of the world is a little bit hungrier than the United States is.
Yeah, for sure.
And it's good to see that the United States get their ass whooped up for real.
I
think for real.
Like the true hitters, the LeBrons, the
Nope.
Steph Curry,
Right.
so they know like
Yeah, they finna take advantage.
Yeah, I think that's a good look, to be true with you. I'm not mad at it.
We got enough firepower to spank something, but it's just one of them things where these teams, like you said, they hungry, and they're not bad. They, like basketball, unlike football around the world, it's good.
Yeah,
it's competitive. Like,
you can literally put a basket up anywhere and get a ball and practice basketball.
And the concept
it's not like
I feel like the love for it is just heavier than like the other major sports. I think baseball would probably come in shiny second, and then football, soccer
definitely.
But soccer, they're coming here. Honestly, if you want to look at it like that, it's just now getting.
The rest of the world.
States. The rest of the world.
Soccer I think that's the biggest sport in the world.
It is.
Oh yeah, them niggas they get the big checks.
And then baseball, and then basketball,
and football probably.
Football is big here.
Yeah, not around the world.
But around the world.
The basketball is kind of that shit is doing its thing. American basketball, it's doing its thing.
But it's still a good look for the other teams to spank on Team USA. Sorry.
It is.
I'm not mad at it at all, especially that they lost to Nigeria with that one, dog.
They let you know they programs that they doing working, though, because they got basketball Africa right now. I don't know if y'all seen that this summer. They've been having games where there's a whole African league over there.
That's what J. Cole was in.
That makes sense.
Yeah. I'm just saying, there's so many different leagues and so many, from Europe to Africa to
even China,
Brazil.
Kobe
China,
was about to do that shit. A lot of niggas don't even stand the shit that Kobe was about to have a whole shit going outside of the states.
On the league,
and he's very major outside of the states. Like they love that nigga over there.
He was actually finna develop his own shoe company.
Yeah, they stopped that, didn't they?
That mural that court that they did over there, that shit. Man,
they stopped that, didn't they?
Oh.
Kobe was about to do something major over there.
He was working. But not only that, he was bridging the gap for other players like the D Wades and all
of course. But that come with all that shit he's about to do though. But they stopped that.
Yeah, they stopped
that. They stopped that.
You just mentioned something. I'm gonna bring it up. But did y'all hear about and I don't like talking about street shit because I ain't involved in no street nothing. But you heard they retaliated on the dudes who defamed Nipsey's mural?
I didn't read into it. I heard about it, but I didn't.
Yeah, so the dude who actually defamed his mural is still alive, but one of his homies just got gunned down. In the video, it was on IG Live.
It was live, yeah. It was supposed to be live. I heard about it.
Sad. So that's what I saw, man. That shit ain't gonna stop.
That shit.
I'm not watching that type of shit. Though,
I just
it's when he was on top of.
Yeah.
Okay.
You saw it?
Yeah, I just saw it today.
Got Cali culture on top of him being a mogul. Like that ain't.
Man, Nipsey is like real major of it. You're not gonna. Nigga, they almost canceled Kodak Black, nigga, for that shit that he was talking about with Lauren London after that shit. Like,
well, they tried to.
I'm just saying, you know what I mean? Shit.
Well, he knew he needed to apologize.
And he did apologize. Ain't like he just said it and kept it moving. Like, everybody got at the nigga. Like, everybody was telling this nigga about that shit. Like, bro.
What's his name? Whack 100?
Yeah, Whack.
Yeah, he was saying shit about, everybody kind of had, because he wasn't here. Like Nip ain't here, so everybody was able to, like, kind of
say, they could say their opinions without him being able to defend himself.
Being a retaliation.
No,
there was a retaliation on Whack, though. His Nip's big bodyguard, the one with the Snoopy or whatever the one.
The cowboy hat?
Big buddy, him and Big Dude, they got after Whack 100, though, at some kind of concert or something. Chased him and shit.
Well, I mean, look. I don't get involved in none of that stuff, and that shit be real serious on the West Coast.
No, it do be real serious.
It's way different.
The West Coast serious anyway when it comes to gang.
It's gang shit. I feel like that gang culture off top.
Somebody like Nip, oh no, it's always gonna be serious.
But seeing that video though, that shit it ain't never cool seeing nobody die. That shit was just terrible, man.
Crazy part.
You said you don't know.
That shit was just normal to me.
Because you watch it too much. You used to seeing.
You watching niggas get killed.
You used
like
to.
that's just,
I told my dude,
in real life. That's just fucked.
I told my dude, like, man, stop sending me that shit.
Yeah,
man.
like nobody wants to
take
see
me
that
out
shit,
that group. I ain't trying to see.
Nah, you shouldn't be watching that.
Yeah,
remember that website back in the day called Rotten?
Yeah.
And used to go to, and they used to show, and they used to show crazy pictures of
dead bodies, carcasses, people,
Man, that shit is sick,
you
bro.
Sick,
like that is not.
There's gotta be some demented shit for you to like really want to tune into that and like be looking for updates and shit.
I'll tell you the most gruesome shit I remember. It was two that stood out to me, man, from that rotten.com, and I never logged back on that site again. The first one. Oh my God, I can't believe it, nigga. The first one, and they had pictures of this shit. Of course they had pictures.
Right, that's right.
But a man, an elderly man, oh my God, an elderly man fucking got in a tub, committed suicide, like cut his wrist, right? But he left the water running. So it was hot water.
The warm water make it flow.
When they got to the fucking scene and they seen this man, his body was soup. In the fucking tub.
That's what that warm water.
Fam,
that's why they use the warm
that
water.
shit looks so fucking disgusting, nigga. Nah, bro. Like, his bones was floating. Like, his whole body decomposed in water. It was mush.
It was mush. He was soup.
Well, he must have been there for a minute too.
He was in there.
Even with a tub, the water can get hot. You can't have good hot water. I ain't gonna say
that. Man, that
shit
made me sick.
If you soaking for a while and that shit, it was just flowing.
You could just pick up, pieces of his, like. It's just soup.
Yeah, I get
it looked like French onion soup. You know how they got the.
Okay, well, I will never eat French onion soup no more because you.
But the other one was another suicide where a man was in the front seat of a car, and he shot himself in the head with a sawed-off shotgun.
Oh God! No, it's the picture, the aftermath of it.
God, man.
Just see that in like real life versus like a movie or real life how niggas
you only
blow their head off.
And then the rest of his head and fragment is in the car. So you see a torso sitting there and you see like maybe a piece of a jawbone.
A piece of the jawbone that he didn't.
Oh man, just brains and blood and oh my God, man, that shit was just.
That ain't.
So Q, my thing is stop watching people die. Like
especially
there's nothing.
Black
It ain't nothing cool about it. It ain't nothing. It ain't nothing interesting to see nobody lose their life and take their final breath. That shit black people. Yeah, you just that's just ain't cool.
Page, all that bullshit.
I don't even follow them no more.
I can't stand it. Yeah,
I don't follow them no more.
Yeah.
At all.
Yeah, but that was a sidebar. I meant to stop talking about all the all the violent shit. All right. Oh. This is something I want to get y'all opinion because y'all music heads, and I don't really fuck with a lot of people in the music industry as far as like following them or paying attention to what they do. Mm-hmm. But I definitely have a few opinions on the industry at large when it comes to like they white handlers, because all these rappers got white handlers, and it's always interesting to me to see which rappers allow their handlers to be handlers, if you follow me. Because some rappers out here is not fucking with that shit. They may know that the white folks is in control, but they ain't finna be with the white folks.
So you mean independent to label? Like somebody?
No, just not fucking around. Maybe like you sign me, Mr. White Man, you cut my checks, but I'm not finna be out here rubbing elbows with you in public, like playing that game.
I see what you're saying.
Did y'all hear about the Rick Rubin party?
Nah, what happened?
We flew on. I don't know if it's Rick Rubin. I might have had that wrong.
Rick Rubin,
one of these billionaires out here had a 4th of July party, I do believe, and they flew out dozens of the top rappers for an all-white party. Nothing but white people.
Of course, ain't no surprise.
Rick Rubin, I know who you talking about, right?
Yeah.
And I
got 99 problems.
And I'm not sure if that was him, but I think it was him. Fam, do you know how the optics of that shit looks so crazy? Because these the black rappers are the entertainment for the night, basically.
Yeah, it's like it ain't changed. Ain't shit changed.
They flew them out. Everybody had their like private helicopters. They made them feel real good. Flew them out there. But you're the entertainment for the richest of the richest. It's like we get to have the top rappers in the world come kick it with us.
I get it, man. That's crazy.
Meek Mill is a nigga that I fucking can't stand. I can't stand Meek Mill. To me, Meek Mill is like one of the biggest. He like one of the most fraudulent niggas out here, in my opinion.
That's fine. Yeah.
This nigga out here, it's almost like Bob Kraft is his new daddy. Yeah? You like that?
No.
You with the shits?
No.
Oh, okay. You just said it like, it's like, yeah.
Okay. Not say that.
Well, Meek Mill is out here looking real sus.
But he does act as if his life is indebted to that man.
No.
Since he's gotten out of prison.
Yes, absolutely.
No, I look at it like this. It's money fucking with money. Like, I don't even see it like that. I just see it as money fucking with money. And Buddy just happened to be like from our perspective, like when you see somebody and I was just talking to my brother about this yesterday. Because we was seeing the shit with the Meek Mill getting tickled and shit like that. He brought up the crime shit with the.
Did you see a nigga doing the bunny hop?
Yeah, I did. But my thing is like
dressed like Carlton.
My thing is it's in like Robert Kraft to me. He's smart enough to know that it's in his best interest to be in this role because everything that's on his team that makes him money is black.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So he's smarter than the rest of a lot. I mean, I say he may go in the closet and say nigger this, nigger that. I don't know, but on surface, he's probably a little smarter. Because he's playing along to get along.
I'll show you on camera.
You know what I'm saying? From an owner standpoint.
You my dog.
Like,
you're my
dog. Shake his head.
I don't know if it's
that's
a
not a
beneficial thing at all, but obviously it is because he's an owner of black men.
It's not going to work.
I see what you're saying, but you got to remember this. Bob Kraft is down to 80 years old. Meek Mill is a 30-some-year-old young man. They don't have shit in common.
Yes, they do.
They have. What do they have in common?
They got money.
No.
No, they don't have the same amount.
Okay, what I'm saying, but still, it's disrespectful for you to say, put Meek Mill in the same category. But to mention money and then say Meek Mill and Bob Kraft in the same shit, it's crazy. Meek Mill got a couple.
He got to be doing some type of favor to see some type of. Why are you fucking with Meek Mill then?
I think it's.
If he's so.
Let me tell y'all. Do y'all not remember that Bob Kraft was in the middle of a fucking scandal where he's about to go to jail?
He was.
Yeah. I don't know.
Y'all don't remember that?
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, he was trying to go to jail.
So what better way to get the fucking attention off of you than to do some humanitarian shit by helping bail out a fucking humongously famous rapper?
But you don't have to hang with him.
Again, he doesn't. Meek Mill is doing the hanging. Bob Kraft is like I said, Bob Kraft is an 80-year-old man. He has no interest in hanging with Meek Mill.
What's the argument here that Bob Kraft is only with Meek Mill because?
No, there is no argument for me. I'm not saying Bob Kraft is with Meek Mill. Meek Mill is with Bob Kraft. That's his new daddy.
Smartly though.
Well, yeah,
it works in his favor.
Smartly though.
So okay, so
definitely.
So great.
Because if they both playing a strategic point, right? If Bob Kraft using it strategically, then
no, you looking from the wrong standpoint. Bob Kraft has nothing to gain from Meek Mill. He is 80 years old, damn near finna die.
But you just said he was in the scandal and the humanitarian.
But he didn't gain anything from Meek Mill. All he did was divert the attention. He didn't gain. He's not gaining anything from Meek Mill.
He ain't going to jail.
Right.
He gained something.
That's not a gain.
That is a gain when you
going to jail. Not going to jail is not a gain. You just didn't go to jail.
No, that's a gain. Anytime
how are you in a gain? What do you gain by not going to jail?
Because if Bob Kraft go to jail, money stops.
Money does not.
No, it slows down. Or it definitely slows down.
How does?
You can't even spend that shit the same.
Wait a second, but you said it stopped. How does his money stop
if he
goes
stop,
to jail?
But it slows. It has
It
has a hurdle. It becomes a hurdle.
It does not stop.
It becomes a hurdle for him though. Now I ain't saying for the company. I'm saying for him. If he's in jail. If I'm in jail and my money is being made, it's a hurdle for me to get.
Especially if you the head nigga of that company.
That's not different. That's a different thing. And we're talking about spending money. We're talking about making money.
That's fine, but who cares about making it?
Is he gonna make the same amount while you in jail?
But if you're in jail, you can't spend it though.
We still changing the thing. you don't gain anything by not going
Yes,
to jail.
the hell you do. You gain freedom.
All right,
If you keep your freedom.
So you maintain something. You're not gaining anything. What do you gain by not going to jail? You're maintaining your status.
You're right. You maintain your status, but that maintain is a game.
So I wouldn't gain
if a loss is coming.
So so here's about that.
I get what
Who's
you're
gaining?
saying.
Bob Kraft or Meek Mill?
Both. You based on what you said.
Isn't that why it's both of them?
Based
I
on
would think
what
it's
you
both.
said.
No,
Based
there's not
on
going to
what
be
you
two
said,
people
though,
and one is just
that's what you
gaining.
said,
It's
though,
a
they both. I
two.
think it's
It's a
both.
two-way
But you
street.
said that
I still don't understand what Bob Kraft is gaining.
You said the humanitarian.
Ain't nobody told me what Meek Mill is bringing to Bob Kraft.
The humanitarian look, be saving this young black rapper. You said it yourself.
I was about to say.
But wait a second. But did Meek Mill bring that to Bob Kraft?
No. Well, was it? No. They found each other. Because you can't just bring me that.
Right, wait a minute.
Yeah, it's like that.
You said it yourself. He was in trouble.
Because Meek Mill.
So it was perfect. It was a perfect love. You know what I mean? Like it's a perfect relationship. I need you like you need me.
It might be more of a game for you a little bit.
That's what I'm trying to say.
But it still works out for me too, though, for the both of us.
Here's the thing. The original point is these niggas, these motherfucking rappers who's supposed to be this and that and the third is okay with being puppets.
Yeah.
So why the fuck why is it still are everybody else still buying the persona of the rapper? This is what I'm just confused.
Because if you
I'm just confused.
Entertainers, they're entertainers.
And they don't own it. A lot of them don't own their own. A lot of them don't own their own though. So they don't have the big lawyers and he ain't like you said. Meek ain't no 50. He ain't got his big, you know what I mean, empire with big strapped up lawyers like 50 ain't gonna call on
he ain't doing 50 numbers. I'll say that he ain't doing 50 numbers, but
that's why I ain't want to put the money.
He's doing enough numbers.
Money in the same conversation.
He's doing enough numbers for old boy to wanna do it though. If he wasn't up there like that, I don't think old boy would have found somebody who was not at least on Meek's level. Is all I'm saying. It couldn't have been somebody
lesser than that.
Right.
Yeah.
He
it
had
wouldn't
to
have been Kid Cudi.
Oh,
he wouldn't have saved Kid
Hell
Cudi.
no.
You know what
honestly,
listen, shout out to Kid Cudi.
In my opinion, Bob Kraft would have done that with anybody to get the attention off of what was happening with him.
That's needed somebody big name.
The Meek Mill worked out for him though.
You needed somebody big name and famous though. You can't just save anybody.
Meek Mill worked out for him.
I don't know.
It worked out for him. That was a perfect
scenario for him. Because Meek Mill is from Philadelphia. Bob Kraft has a team in Philadelphia. It's perfect.
Yeah.
He does not have a team in Philadelphia. He owns the New England Patriots.
Okay. He don't have a team.
I'm just saying.
Shit, man.
He owns the New England Patriots, not the Philadelphia Eagles.
I thought he said shit.
I'm just telling you.
Yeah, no, he don't
So
own
there's
Philly, but he owned a lot of
even
shit.
not owning a team in Philly or having a team in Philly, it works out for this motherfucker, man. I'm sorry.
No, ain't nobody arguing that it didn't work out.
If that white man can link with this nigga to do something to try to help him out, he know what the fuck he doing, man. It's some type of small. Whether the game is bigger,
that's my point.
Meek had more of a game, but it
knows
what
he's doing because what I'm saying it's a perfect example of white people getting out of shit and putting the other shit on another black man. Now the black man look like a fucking simp.
No, he don't.
You don't think Meek Mill look like a simp?
Meek look like a simp because he doing simp shit. Though.
Yeah, he do be doing simp shit.
But I'm just saying though, like
it goes to me.
But it's deeper than the
But he
white
was
man
not. But he wasn't. But he wasn't going. He wasn't being invited to fucking country clubs and doing bunny hops before he got into bailed out of jail by Bob Kraft. So why the fuck are you doing shit that is not in your fucking avenue?
I see what you saying.
He ain't in that app. He ain't.
Why you acting and dressing like you fucking lamping in the Hamptons all of a sudden?
Because he can though. Like,
did he get new money? Or he just know he got a white daddy? Or he just got a white daddy?
You know what? This nigga asked if he got a white daddy.
Like, which one is it? Do he got more money now or he just got a white daddy?
I think even before he had the white daddy, Meek was famous enough to where he was like...
Bunny Hop?
Yeah, he can do that type of shit. He didn't need Kraft to do that.
What type of bunny?
You feel what I'm? But you're right. But I'm just saying.
I feel bad to say.
Like I don't think Kraft is like I don't think Kraft. I think Kraft is the most famous white elbows he rapping. But as far as white elbows in the industry, being somebody like me. Hell no,
man!
Went to plenty golf.
All them niggas that had them white daddies,
plenty,
man.
Icebreakers.
Jaden had them motherfuckers too, though. He did that shit with the Knicks, like niggas swimming out. What he owned, like the Brooklyn Nets and shit. He had to kiss that the owner of his ass to get a part of that shit.
Another example.
You know what I'm saying? But he didn't need Jay, and Jay is super. No, he didn't.
That's why y'all missing
no,
my
he
point.
didn't because he's a billionaire. Jay is not a billionaire. Well, he wasn't a billionaire at that time.
I know what you said.
He definitely didn't need
y'all
that
are
nigga.
completely missing it.
Wait, what?
What are we missing?
So if he didn't need Jay-Z, why was Jay-Z a fractional owner of the team? It was for
A
marketing.
small ass fraction. That's like Usher owning part of the Cavs. That didn't like.
I think it was
y'all
more
are
than
missing.
that.
No.
I know
Go for it. But go for
What
it.
am I saying?
Pretty much.
Let him say.
No, I don't want. I hope you know. I hope you know what I'm saying.
I want Jay to word this.
Well, because he needed Jay-Z to help sell the whole ideal of having a team and shit like that in the city.
That's what I was about to say.
That's exactly what it was.
Otherwise, they wouldn't have put it there.
That is what I was gonna say.
You go to New York.
They needed Jay-Z to get the approval.
You go to Brooklyn, you'll see where they got that. Where Berkeley is.
Because that whole city, that whole area is gentrified. A lot of black folks was kicked out their houses, but they needed needed a black man to get black people approval of kicking black people out their houses. That's literally what that was. Because he was literally a fractional. He didn't own shit. No, he was just a poster boy. He was the face of it. He's a face. So another high-profile white man using a lower profile, but still got some, to get some shit moving. That's just my point. That's the only point I'm trying to make.
They're doing the same thing in Phoenix right now with D-Wade.
I just said this a minute ago, and I want to make sure this is true on the record. So, if they didn't have Jay-Z, do y'all think they would have got Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving?
Jay-Z don't have nothing to do with them no more.
He don't.
That's all about.
Like
That's what I'm
just
saying.
just
It wasn't
they
that
only
big of a...
They only used Jay-Z to get the team in Brooklyn.
In Brooklyn.
That's it.
After that was all about the GM,
the new stadium and the move, moving it. That's it.
Yeah,
that's all that was.
That was moving parts. And then you look at Kyrie went there because he wanted to go and do his own thing.
That Russian dude is not even the owner no more.
No, he sold it.
So this is what I'm saying. Like the purpose of those people was done.
Jay-Z got out because he knew Buddy was about to sell the team. They still cool to this day.
Exactly.
He knew Buddy was about to get rid
They was
of
a partnership.
He said, all right, let me go on the cash out, get my shit out, boom, I'm gone.
And now what Jay-Z doing? Now he gonna try to get a little cash out in the NFL. It's just power moves. It's just power moves. Once you climb up a ladder, you rub elbows with the right people. Now you can make moves at another level.
Look, ain't no way you gonna think that you gonna get power and not rub elbows with white people.
But I don't think Meek Mill is getting no power. He's just a bitch ass nigga.
Well, he's getting saved.
I don't like Meek Mill.
Hold on. I disagree because I think based upon the lifestyle in which he likes to live, that's power. Do you see the way this man get up and out of jail?
That's dope.
People that's vouching.
But I don't think he's gonna.
But it's only power as far as what he's trying to utilize. I don't think he's trying to utilize.
He's not as
He
smart.
ain't no Jay.
He's not as smart as Jay.
That's what I'm saying.
He's not that. He's not that smart. He's not that smart. He's no Rick Ross.
But that connection gonna be a great connection.
It's enough for him.
Next time he four-wheel down, what's his name, and get a Max's cheesesteaks.
Meek Mill is trying to get in Bob Kraft's will. He trying to get this nigga to leave him something like he one of his kids.
He just gonna fuck one of his daughters.
He trying to get in on that wheel.
He gonna fuck one of the daughters and nieces or something. Like,
have one of them.
Get one of those
mulatto babies.
Yeah, sir. You know, he's a smart man. You know what the fuck he doing.
Yeah, but on the side note, man, I don't like Meek Mill. He's a hoe ass.
Clearly, I can tell, my nigga. That's what this kind of a lot of this shit went off.
Well, that's why I brought it up.
Right.
That's why I brought it up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He just like a sucker ass nigga to me, man. Just to be fucking. Do you know this nigga fucking bought Bob Kraft a like $1 million some car,
$400,000,
and drove it to his house?
Yeah.
And Bob Kraft came outside like.
That was weird. I'm like, why did all these niggas buy this nigga a whip when he's rich as fuck?
No, and Bob Kraft didn't give a. He came outside. Why are you here?
What is this? What is this shit?
He don't even drive.
I could have been got this shit.
He don't drive.
People do that all the time, though, man. I'm not gonna lie.
That
That's like a cause shit, nigga. Tyler Perry did that same shit to Oprah. That nigga bought Oprah 2 whips.
They like 2 peers.
But that don't know. Oprah don't fucking drive, nigga. Why are you buying me these cars?
They're like 2 peers, though.
I'll give you that. But why are you buying? But why are you buying Oprah cars? Is my point. She does not need you to buy her no car. She don't. That's like, so. What you're doing is showing you. What you trying to show a token of a good deed. She don't need is all I'm saying. Like,
say thank you.
Right. You don't buying Oprah 2 cars is like showing up to her house like with a sandwich.
That's
or
what
some
rich
shit.
people
Like, that's all
do,
I'm saying.
though. Like,
exactly.
Rich people buy.
She don't need it. It didn't mean anything.
I would have came and made her a grilled cheese sandwich.
For real. That nigga show with the nicest whips though. Like, we'll look like shit. Like, I don't know. They bit like Phantoms or whatever.
So he just
$1 million cars. It's Oprah. What are you gonna get this bitch? Like, nigga, she ain't impressed by that shit. Oh, Tyler, thank you for that because you came out on my show. Remember, he came out on the show though.
We got the whole Bentley
nigga
edition back here, the 2010.
So all I'm saying, back to what you saying, like that shit to serve. That's what I'm saying, like.
It just looks weird.
Tyler
is
going
out your way for a
rich
white man.
You ain't Oprah.
Who needs for nothing.
And
you drove it yourself to his house.
He's rich.
Just for an Instagram video.
But he been saving your
But that nigga not
life.
Oprah wealthy.
That's cool.
He ain't got Oprah money,
saving
my
that
nigga.
motherfucking life because Meek been on bullshit. But he know he got the rich white man that can come, so
he got his rich white dad.
You got to keep them type of niggas in your pocket though.
Pass.
For
it's
him,
like a, you know what I'm saying? Get out of jail free card.
Ah, man.
That's somebody good to have in your pocket. A good rich white man in your pocket.
Man, shit. Tell Kraft to call me.
Hey, y'all don't know who I know. Call Kraft.
I'm going to rob a bank.
Alright, that nigga good. Call Kraft, nigga. Shit. We say stuff all here. Listen, I can't keep doing this. Meek, I can't keep doing this. I can't keep doing this. Meek, I can't keep doing this. You got like. I can't keep doing this.
Call me now.
Kraft on the phone like, why does this nigga keep calling me?
Right.
I shouldn't have gave this nigga my number.
It's a little worse some ass nigga.
Y'all gave him the real shit.
That nigga Reed off Snowfall. Niggas keep calling that nigga shit.
I see you still over there drinking that wine too.
Yeah, look, son.
That's some player shit.
Look,
you got some beers too?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, yeah, let me get one of those.
Yes,
This my beer day.
yes, sir.
I get 1 beer day a week.
Yeah, I've been trying to lay off the beer, man.
Oh, all right. So, Jackie O's with the mystical cans. I ain't been showing no beers lately, but I'm gonna show this can. This is
yeah, and this is local too. This Ohio. Ohio shit right here.
This is dope. What percentage is this? It's hazy.
Still got one.
6.5. Nice.
Yes, sir.
Not too bad. So, this can reminds me of the next story I wanted to talk to y'all about. And all right, let's get into it. So remember we was talking about going to, I told you I wanted to go to South America, right?
Yep.
And do ayahuasca, right?
No.
So I came across this article with Megan Fox. He wasn't here. You might not have been here that episode. You had to work that day. It was one episode where he wasn't here. But anyway, Megan Fox, you know she dating
MGK.
But she
She was
MGK.
at the fight.
Yeah, so they went to Costa Rica and did ayahuasca, and she was on I think it was Jimmy Kimmel, and she was talking about her experience. So I'm gonna read a little bit about it because this is something I want to do. Ayahuasca. If you Google it, you look into it, and DMT and all that shit is like it takes you kind of into what they call the spirit realm, like that realm you go into when you dreaming at night. You know, when shit feel like it's real, but then it ain't really real, but it feels real. Like, so it take you like into that state. Now, Mike Tyson was talking about it
That's the word
on his show too.
Like that's like the vibe, like that, like
yeah. So I'm about to read it. So this is from page 6. Megan Fox details drinking ayahuasca with Machine Gun Kelly, and she says this quote says, "I went to hell." She flew to Central America to drink ayahuasca, which is a psychoactive tea in a proper setting with indigenous people. The only real way to do it.
About right.
The experience induces auditory and visual hallucinations and is said to treat various ailments like anxiety, trauma, and more. Fox explained they went to a location known for catering to celebrities looking to go on a spiritual journey, but discovered it was just the remote jungle. Quote, she says, "So I was thinking it was like glamping, like that, luxurious camping. Like it was going to be some kind of 5-star experience. But when you get there and you really are in the middle of the jungle and you don't get to eat after like 1 p.m., you have to walk a very far distance to get your water, and you can't shower because they're in a drought, Fox recalled. There was nothing glamorous about it, and it's all a part of making you vulnerable, so you sort of surrender to the experience. Fox explained the ceremony began with the group, which included about 20 other people, vomiting up the contents of their stomach by drinking lemongrass tea.
Get that bullshit out that you be eating.
So you gotta always cleanse before you wanna go to another level of spiritual.
Yeah.
So quote, she said, and you have to vomit a certain amount until they let you get back with everyone else. So you're like cheering on everyone as they throw up.
I ain't got no weed. I got an attitude.
Just give me some tequila.
She said of the experience, admitting that she and the rapper, they were skeptical of throwing up in front of strangers until they realized it was such a good bonding experience. She said,
Earl and niggas?
She said the ceremony lasts 3 nights, but on her second night, she went to hell for eternity in a hallucination. Quote, she said, just knowing it's eternity is torture in itself because there's no beginning, middle, or end. So you have a real ego death, she shared. She said the experience surpassed talk therapy and hypnotherapy because it just goes straight into your soul and it takes you to the psychological prison that you hold yourself in. So it's your own version of hell, and I was definitely there. Now, if you heard other people talk about DMT and ayahuasca, because I listen to a lot of podcasts. I listen to Joe Rogan talk about it, and I hear that this is one of the reasons why they do not make drugs like this legal, is because of what you gain from
the door real quick.
The psychosis of it.
Yeah, you can get a spiritual awakening from some of these quote unquote illegal drugs.
Yep.
I mean, shit, people do that already with the shit that's kind of here. Like, let people tell it, though. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers say.
Yeah.
You know, but I know what you're saying, though. Like, but I'm just saying, like.
That type of shit,
I feel like that, but I just feel like that's why it's just even more so, because people don't believe in, like, you know
what? If you want with them type of drugs, is what's up to me. I think a lot of countries, I'm only bringing this up because a lot of countries in, like, decriminalize, I feel like we done talked about that shit. Decriminalize those type of drugs who have niggas hallucinating, like,
right, yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, nigga, if that's what you want to do.
Like we was talking about the shrooms. And
yeah, you know what I mean? That shit, let it take you to that next level. You know what I'm saying? Type shit, my nigga.
Yeah.
You know, for some people, it sounds crazy. Some motherfuckers like doing that type of shit. It'll take them to that right level to get that actually. You know what I'm saying? Get their mind right. But it has to be the right type of person for that right type of situation. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think it's the...
to me.
Because that's what I was going to. Because I think it's more benefits to these drugs than
it is.
Bad side effects.
It is.
But you got to do
You got to be in control of it, though. Somebody got to control them, though, for people. You can't just be in control of it. Yeah, no, and you can't be
Well, you have to go and do it in the right settings with people that are professionals,
who's experienced this shit.
Yeah, who know.
I'll take that.
Do.
Yeah.
So, like she said in the shot I just read, you have to vomit a certain amount. Now, if you don't know that part, you're not gonna get the full experience.
That's scary though.
But they gonna give you some shit to get that shit out though.
Like, yeah, I'm scared the whole thought of
it's gonna, cause you eating different and shit is changing up, so you're gonna vomit. Is what I'm saying.
Well, you are, but what I'm saying is you have to be in that right setting.
Yeah,
it has to be done by correct.
You gonna vomit though, cause you at a whole nother. You eating different.
I throw up off.
They get right. So and what is it? Shit.
You're not eating though. Like before you when you there, you ain't eating.
Okay, right. So even more of a point, you're eating prior to that. You're gonna eat that bullshit. So if you're not eating when you get there, if you're not eating and they're giving you like any type of liquids, some type of tea, or whatever, the shit that you ingested prior to that and all that shit, that's gonna come out. All that type of shit.
You gotta have something to throw up, though.
Right. That shit is gonna come out. Is what I'm saying. It's gonna be.
Otherwise, you're gonna be dry.
What the fuck? Like I knew. Like damn. I had a Popeye chicken sandwich. Of course you. I had a chicken sandwich.
Are you serious?
2 days prior to this motherfucking trip. Like nigga,
throw up something.
This
nigga.
all the shit is about to come up. Like
whatever's in your stomach is coming up. Nigga.
Well, that's what I'm
clearly.
saying. Based upon like, you know what I'm saying, like if motherfucker ain't eating prior, you know what I'm saying, because I'm.
Nigga, we hit Ruby Tuesdays up in the airport, nigga. Before yeah, nigga had a burger, fries, nigga, and a couple motherfucking beers and shit. You going out there, nigga. You ain't having none of that. And these niggas give you some type of crazy ass, cleansing ass tea, like nigga, what the fuck? All that shit coming out, all that extra shit coming out. What was that shit we looked at? I ain't trying to go on topic. You know something I'm going to where you gotta cleanse yourself and have sex, and you know what I'm saying. That shit that's a whole different experience for your body, cause we ain't used to that shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like if they made that shit more a normal thing, we wouldn't have so many alcoholics. We wouldn't have so many people like got that bipolar shit.
All right, don't be fucking up the money because we need alcoholics.
That's what I'm saying. Everything goes back to the money.
Don't fuck up the money.
Everything goes back to the money.
I need y'all to keep buying alcohol.
Which is why the liquor stores was the essential business during the quarantine.
Hell yeah. They did very well. Yeah, they became very well. I know I definitely call myself in that bitch.
How the fuck is Amazon an essential business all of a sudden?
Yeah.
Cause
these lazy niggas don't want to go nowhere and just order shit on their phone.
Amazon is essential, but your local grocery store is not. That's fucked up.
Amazon, it was a couple of them. It was Amazon, Walmart, and Target.
Yeah.
Amazon,
all the non-healthy shit.
It was just like a couple places that you could pull up during the pandemic. That was essential, as they called it.
Yeah. Money is the root of all people's motivation. I ain't gonna say the root of all evil. I'm gonna say the root of most people's motivation.
I'm right with that. All evil. You winning with money. You got the most of it. And that shit you can't do. Be as ruthless as you want to. Be as nice as you want to.
What's up? What's the infatuation with black people and loving being hood rich?
They don't know what rich means.
Broke or you been down.
Yeah. What was we just talking about? Remember I said at the studio? What was we talking about prior? What was the what we call it?
The mentality?
Yeah.
That shit funny as fuck. Right. Yeah, man, you can take the hood out the nigga, but you can take the
nigga
out the hood, but you can't take the hood out the nigga.
Yeah, you ain't.
It's a mental. As long as you keep that mental, that bullshit ass mental.
You get out of survival and you get in strive mode. Because most people stay in survival mode, and in survival mode, you're gonna flash a little bit, let a motherfucker know you okay. You know what I'm saying? But
well, what about the people because most of us don't live under a rock. So we can see examples of hood rich and we can see examples of real rich.
Who cares? They don't. I mean, in their mind, like, you know what I mean.
So they'd rather have hood rich.
Yeah,
and that's what I'm trying to say.
What's more?
Well, it depends on
what's more appealing.
You can touch that.
Well, it depends on what you can see, what you closer to, what you can. You know what I mean? You can see. It depends on your definition of hood rich too. I mean,
my basic example is you driving a Range Rover and you parking that bitch in Garden Valley.
In projects.
Yes, sir.
But you don't feel no kind of way because you ain't the only one.
I ain't gonna lie. I mean, well, that versus like seeing a nigga somewhere else with like something like stupid crazy.
Yeah, like he parking that same car in Shaker at a nice ass crib, right?
Okay, even with that, I'll take that. Don't get me wrong. I'll say that, but man, just as our people itself, we just look at shit wrong. We like money. We just all fucked up with all.
Well, my thing is, in my opinion,
I'll take that, but nigga, we gotta change that mental up.
Dude down in Garden Valley with the pulling up, like you said, with the nice fly whip versus a dude in Shaker doing it. It's just the thing of knowing that dude down in Garden Valley, he looking like shit. I ain't the only one. Like it's.
Well, he pulling up on a bunch of broke niggas.
Yeah.
But no, not even.
So he looking like I'm not the only.
No.
Right, you're pulling up on a bunch of broke niggas.
But you pulling up on a bunch of broke niggas.
That's
but
what
you pulling
you're
up
doing.
on a bunch of niggas with the same mentality.
So
it's like it's not.
It's
just
normal.
Norm. Yeah.
It's normal to park up.
He got money.
A Beamer in the projects.
Him and him all selling work. We could all leave. We could all leave and be in whatever suburb, but we not. It's the norm to stay in the hood and be in the vibe of, you know what I'm saying? That's the ugly part
I'll
of the
take
culture.
that too, but if you pulling up in the private with that Range Rover and niggas don't.
But it ain't the norm.
They don't understand money though.
But why would it be? Well, why is it the norm? I guess
because
go ahead, Q.
Projects got the Range Rovers now. Like that shit the norm.
Oh, the battery is.
Nah.
Well,
There gotta be one big homie that's doing their thing. Like, man, that's the homie. That's my nigga such and such over there. That nigga be getting it.
10 minutes. We'll be done.
But it's not, you know what I'm saying, type shit. Because shit like that, like, you know, like, not saying like everybody gonna have a 2021 range, but I'm just saying shit like that is.
I guess.
You know what I'm saying?
I guess. Is it just the? Is it because in the projects,
it's that mental.
The person who, of course, yeah, it's definitely mental. But is it when you in the projects, you get more admiration? Do you get more admiration when you pull up in the range?
They're broke. They're broke though.
But you're more.
Aren't you pulling up to the projects?
But go ahead.
These niggas, I'm saying like these niggas' rent is like $10,
and
$5.
But you know what?
Like these niggas are broke, and y'all, you depending on the projects, you know what I'm saying? It be a lot of motherfuckers in a small space. These niggas is broke. Motherfuckers walking up here. These niggas ain't pulling up in these roads we talking about.
Welcome to the J Matt Show, home of the flagship show, the J Matt Show podcast, and more importantly, a place dedicated to inspiring everyone to be relentless and fearless in the pursuit of your dreams.
You know what? If I kill somebody, I gotta go to jail. You gotta go to jail too.
What is that?
Here at the J Matt Show, it's not all about fun and games. But who am I kidding? Laughing is definitely my therapy.
Don't nobody eat soup for dinner. It's a hearty soup. It's got potatoes and vegetables in there. Bad slave food.
It's to lick his ass. Rub his nose.
Oh!
Pinch his nipples. Look at her.
Hey. I was gonna tell her to suck me off.
Tune in weekly, if not daily, for your J Matt Show fix. And of course, don't forget to subscribe. Remember, life is good and God is great.